Hi everyone, welcome back to the Bubbly Stuffer. This is Vicky and we are here for probably week 2 in April. I'm filming on the day that I need to upload it. So, and it is the 4th of April? I don't know, something. And so we have got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 4, 10, 20, 30, 45. So usually I have 450 for the wallet, but got 445. We're gonna work it. So we do 300 for groceries. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 92. And then we do 50 for takeout, 75 for fuel, which we'll only do 70 this week. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and then that leaves 25 for spending. So out of this, we are doing, because we finished the challenge last week. And we're starting solo again. I don't know why that was all silly, but anyway. So this is from Budget with Ira, and we take this out of the grocery money. So we take a 1, and let's do another 1, and a 5. So that's 6. So we'll take out, we do, I usually try and get around 20. And so that is 14. So we can put them back in there. And so we'll do 15 then. Put that in there. And we are working on April. We're going to make these $10. So 15 in here. And if we finish April, then we will come back and try and finish January. That's why that's still sitting there, because it's like a catch-all, because we haven't finished that yet, because I started it late. So that's groceries. Where did I put my things? Here. And then fuel is this one for 70. We don't do anything with that. We don't do anything with eating out, which is the 50. And then spending or kids gets 20 and 25. And we do this other Budget with Ira challenge, the Infinity, which is rolling these dice. Oh. And it goes around like this. So this is -5. So goes that way. So -5 is this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $20. Whoa. And it's the first week of school holidays. Anyway, we've got some money in the school holiday envelope, and I don't get any time off this last school holidays, so it is what it is. So that is the wallet stuffed for this week. That can go back in there. And then we also have these, I'll just put these dice away. These folders. So, you know, because I get paid fortnightly, but I stuff weekly in here. So we have got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2 to 40 in here. So this week we stick $10 in here. So now we have got 50, 60, 70, 85 in there. And I was doing that so that it wasn't ruining my dashboards. Services, where you're trying to build this back up. So this gets 40. And I haven't cleaned up this tracker, so that's 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84. So that should have 400 in there. 250, 300, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 380. So we're not yet ready to put that up, but I do need to book the other car in for a service. It's regular service. And then same with tires, we are building this back up. So this gets 45, so we won't mark off the tracker. It's a long way off. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 in there. So that means only 2 of these are covered. 70 for registration. 20, 40, 60, 70. Now has 500, 600, 650, 70, 90, 700, and 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 800, 10, 20, 820 in there. I can probably condense that down and get rid of some of those smaller notes here, because I'm forever looking for smaller notes. So there's 100. Should have probably done this in my cash condensing. There's 100. And then this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So then I'll pull back that 50. Okay, and so that is 51, 52, 250. So 500. No, I need to clean off that probably. But Rego is due in July, and at least that's covered. Roadside is 10. And now we have 120, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 in there. And I did just get a bill for that. It's a bit hard now they email them, because then I get so many other emails I forget about them. I need to do that today. Car emergency gets 10. So then it will have 20. Trying to build all this back up after I took everything out of it. Fines gets $5. So it will then have $40 in it. License gets $5, and it will have $70 in it. New car gets 40. This is the only one I didn't touch when I cleared out this binder. Doesn't have a lot in it, but a little bit adds up. So we've got 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 320. Yet in the bank account, because I just did that, there's 350. So $100, $200, $350. How do I mark that off? Half of that. And miscellaneous gets $5. Oh. Usually that's electronic. Anyway, why is that real money? Let's take that out because that's already been put in the bank, and put that there, and that can go over in that pile there. Okay, so that is the car binder done for this fortnight. The month ahead binder, we have got $90 going into this. Oh, and I got my renewal for my so pet insurance is done, internet's done for the month, phone is done for the month, home insurance $167. So it's gone up from like $1,900 a year to $2,800. I'm like, far out. So that's done for the month based on the old figure, but fuck. Anyway. So then this needed 173. So 51, 150, 175 is that. And no doubt car insurance is going to go up too. That's ridiculous. And then life insurance we're working on for 212. So 20, 40, 60, 65 goes in there. So yeah, now that I've got the renewal, I'll have to mark that off, change those figures, but I just don't know where I'm supposed to find all this extra money. But anyway, $100 going into the Hundy challenge, and we get to mark off 20, 40, 60, 81. So next fortnight, this will be, the 20s will be done. So then that is $300 in there. And so that is 20, 40, 60, 81. So that'll happen quickly now that we've got rid of most of the big ones. And then the bills binder. We have got 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 3, 10, 25, 325, I think. Anyway, we will work it out. They're all $10 notes. So bills buffer, we get $10 in here. This is not going to be enough to cover. So 10, 20, 20, 40, 60, 80, $90 in there now. There's not going to be enough to cover the increases in the stuff that we've got. Now Norton's usually gets 15 and it is fully funded. Pest control is fully funded, it gets 15. Zoom is fully funded, it gets 10. tax is fully funded and it gets 20. And Microsoft is fully funded and it gets 10. Aircon service is what we're working on. And it usually gets 15. But I think this only needs 280. So it's got 200, 20, 40, 60. 80 is the 10. 10, 20. So it is done. So it's now fully funded. And I bought some of those. I've used a lot of these fully funded slips though. Fully funded. There. That's cool. That one's done. Stampin' Up gets 10. And this one I don't add any extra to. Really. 20, so 10 gets that off. Subscriptions gets 20. And so I don't have a thing for subscriptions. So it can have all this too, I think. Hang on. 120, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. Okay, so we'll boost that up to 200 and then just keep going with the $10 each week. This rates gets 160. In there, so rates now has 250, 350, 450, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1,000. That's pretty cool. Let's take all that out for 1,000. They must be due very soon. May, yes, next month. Because usually it's $1,000. It's rates and water here where I live. So that's how I know it's getting close. So that can be $1,000 there. Power gets 40. 10, 20, 30, 40. 10, 20, 30, 40. And so now Power has 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 620. I think that's okay. I think our power bill is going to be about that. And then so I've got 25 here left over, which I'm just going to stick in the bills buffer. So that'll now be what, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and 15. And that is essentially all our bills covered for the year. That's exciting because it's only May. It's only April even. I'm so excited with that. Power and rates we'll obviously have to, because they're continuous. So I think I'll start working on next year's bills. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Because a lot comes out in September, so I can't stop. Like, you have to be ahead type thing. But that's exciting. This system really works, people. If you have been thinking about it, if you've been watching for a while, if not, like, I have always said that I'm the budget queen. But for years I budgeted and I never reconciled the budget, and I couldn't understand why I didn't have money. And that's because I'd budget $300 for groceries, but I'd spend $320, $330 or something, and I wouldn't, like, the other stuff would just end up on the credit card and it would sneak up and things like that. But as much of a pain in the ass it is to do this each fortnight and put all this, it means that my credit card is cleared at the end of each fortnight, everything's accounted for, and we start again, and it's just not creeping up. Because for years what I did was, like, we kept paying the credit card off and the balance just never went down. I paid all this money and it just never went down because little things just creep up. So if you've ever thought about it and haven't jumped in, I really think you should give it a try. So anyway, thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the content, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.